Welcome back. I welcome all of you. I am Shuvo. I hope you are well and on the side of goodness. 4 nights of fear. And tonight we will talk about one of those nights. I hope you will listen from the beginning to the end, and every moment will feel real. So without wasting time, let's begin. A simple village Hakima traditional healer. What if suddenly he changes? What if he completely transforms his own existence? Creates fear among the villagers, and that change becomes a terrifying nightmare for everyone? How would that feel? Bismillah Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum Shuvo Bai and respected listeners. I am Sajab Shaharair, speaking from Getel, Tangail. I know all of you are doing well. And Shuvo Bai, you too are on the side of goodness. I want today's incident to be read by you. When you read it, it feels like the event is happening right in front of me. Forgive me for any unintentional mistakes. Anyway, I won't talk much today. Today I'm going to tell you a terrifying and hair-raising incident. I collected it from an elderly uncle. He is a construction mason by profession. Since I am a teacher, that uncle came to the house where I teach to do some tile work. That day, as usual, I had just finished teaching my 9th grade student and was preparing to go teach another student. I was about to leave. And at the same time, he also finished his work and stepped outside. Today, he seemed more worried than usual. Let me say one thing. For the last 5 or 6 days, he had been working in that house, so I saw him every day. Whenever I finished teaching and came out, he would also come out after finishing his work. That day was no different. Seeing him worried, I asked immediately, "Chacha, assalamu alaikum. How are you? You seem more concerned today. Is there any problem?" He replied, "Walaikum assalam, no babubu. Allah is keeping me well." Then, in a serious tone, he said, "Actually, life is very strange. No one knows how or where one must walk, where one's sustenance is written, or whom one will meet on the way. Life gives no guarantees." Hearing him, I realized he wasn't uneducated, maybe just a little educated. So I asked again, "Chacha, what do you mean by that?" He said, "Bapu, I have seen you for some days now. You are an educated man. There is a dark chapter in my life, an incident that took everything from me. If that hadn't happened, I wouldn't have been like this today." After hearing this, my curiosity multiplied. I said, "Chacha, if you're not in a hurry, come let's drink a cup of tea together. I want to hear your story." For a moment, he thought about something. Then he said, "I don't drink tea, Bapu, but I can tell you the story. Actually, the greed for forbidden things and jealousy, they can destroy a person's entire life. You will understand everything when you hear it. It is not a story. It is a real event, where a good, pious man was turned blind, foolish, and without conscience, just because of greed." Dear listeners, I won't keep you waiting anymore. Let's go straight to the incident. Forgive me for any mistakes. The uncle continued, "My village is in Kalyakar, Gazipur district. The time was around the year 2000. I was young and strong then, around 30 or 32 years old. Our small village was surrounded by paddy fields. People knew it as a peaceful and quiet village. But when night fell, a strange coldness spread through the air. After dusk, people rarely went outside. At the entrance of the village there was an old mosque. Beside the mosque was a graveyard, and sometimes from that graveyard, strange, terrifying sounds drifted through the air. Some said it was the wind. Some said those were not human, but demons. Some said jinn. Different people said different things, but can humans make such sounds at night? The villagers remained terrified. Before the daylight disappeared, everyone would return to their homes, eat, lock the doors, and fall asleep. At the edge of the village there was an old clay house. No other house stood beyond it. Its owner was Majid. He looked like a pious man, but there was something strange in his eyes. He had a beard, and in his hands he carried a prayer bead string with large stones tied to it. He constantly counted his beads. Let me tell you a little about him. Majid was once the village Hakim, a traditional healer. He treated broken bones, fevers, headaches, illnesses caused by cold air, even minor cases of alleged possession. And people believed him with simple faith. Many actually got better. So in times of trouble, villagers always remembered him. He was respected by all. To be honest, he was a truly pious man then, a man of good character. He helped solve many problems. He was the villagers' last hope. But suddenly, one day, he disappeared. His sudden absence created a deep void in the simple village life. A man vanished like smoke dissolving into the air. No one knew where he went or how he disappeared. His absence caused not only inconvenience, but a quiet, growing fear among people. Months passed. A whole year went by. Life became somewhat normal again. But then, one night, Majid suddenly returned. And his arrival was completely different. When people saw him in daylight, the simple villagers shivered with fear. This was not the Majid they once knew. He looked like a man carrying a shadow from another world. His face was covered with a thick, unkempt beard. His hair was wild, rough, and tangled. He wore a bright white Punjabi that seemed to glow even in darkness. But the most terrifying thing was his eyes. They held a cold, unnatural stare, the eyes of a predator hidden in pitch-black darkness. And his voice. It was heavy, deep, unfamiliar, the kind that shakes the chest of anyone who hears it. The old Majid, who smiled and spoke warmly with everyone. That man was gone. He ignored everyone. He no longer treated villagers. He no longer helped anyone.